Alright guys, so a little update. First and foremost, welcome back to the channel. Like I put in the description and I've been mentioning for the last couple of weeks, finally it's here. Season 2. We just hit the road. So today we are heading to Winter Haven, Florida. I'm actually looking forward to going there for no other reason than visiting my brother's son. My brother's oldest son, David. We're going to spend a couple nights there with him. So that's the main reason. And the other one that I like is the fact that we're not traveling on the turnpike. I'm not a big turnpike fan. It's just very repetitive. I've been through there so many times, having been born and raised here in South Florida, that I'm just like all turnpike out. So today, as you guys can see, we're traveling on US 27. We left the house maybe an hour and a half ago. We are currently in Clewiston, I want to say, and we have still 124 miles to go. So that's where we're heading today, Winter Haven, Florida, and more on that later. What's up, guys? It is the next day here in Winter Haven, and I just wanted to come outside here and give you guys a little heads up. Here's our background. I'll show you a picture of where our RV is at right now, but for the most part, this is basically where we're at. It's a very small campground. Not a lot of bunches of amenities. It does have a nice community center with some washers and dryers, brand new. But like I said, our purpose for coming here was basically to visit with my nephew David, which we did on last night. It was awesome catching up with him. He lives out here by himself. His sister, which we're going to visit later on in this trip, lives up in the North Carolina area, but he's out here by himself. So it was really nice to spend some time with him. We're going to do that again tonight, and I may even share some video of that and introduce him to you guys. But this is it. We're at a place called Outpost Luxury RV Resort. Emphasis on the luxury there a little bit. I'm not going to say anything bad about the campground. It's very quaint. It's pretty cool. But I guess the biggest thing is, check that out. Check that out. I'm actually loving it. Last night it was cool. Right now it's I don't know, maybe 70 degrees. So it's pretty cool. I'm out here walking the dogs. So more of that in a little bit. I mentioned that they didn't have many amenities. They do have several little little piers that you can walk out into the lake and do a little fishing. They also have 2 kayaks and a canoe, complimentary. All you got to do is go to the office and sign them out. They got a little beach out here if you want to bring a chair, maybe watch the sunset. So that's pretty cool. And by the way, these are no charge. You just sign them out and use them here in the lake. All right, so it's another day here. We actually hit the road this morning and moved to the next place. And I know that if you follow our channel, you know exactly what park we're at, because this is a common park for us. It's Travelers, which is right off of I-75 up here in Gainesville. So we are out walking the dogs. And this campground, if you have kids, it's awesome. I know I've done it. I've showed it to you guys a million times. But check out the ugly emus right there. Honestly, I think they're ugly as heck. Creepy looking. You got donkeys back there. And over here you got goats sitting over there. So that's where we're at. We're at Travelers, going to be here overnight. And then tomorrow we'll head somewhere else. Okay, so good morning again. It is, day 3 or 4 after having started our second season journey. This morning we are in Gainesville. I brought it to you yesterday. We are in Gainesville, Alachua County, a place called Travelers. We will be leaving here this morning. This is the same place where I've showed you in previous videos. It has the petting zoo. Very family-oriented campground. We really like it here. But nonetheless, it's time to move. This morning we're going to be heading a little bit west out into the panhandle of Florida. A little place called Cottondale, Florida. We are about 25-30 minutes just outside Panama City. All right, so good afternoon. We made it out here to Cottondale, Florida. Actually, it's a little further from Panama City than I thought. It's about a 43-mile drive. into Panama City. Nonetheless, it actually worked out in our benefit because spring break is going on in Panama City right now, so I'm not sure if we were ready for that madness. We made it out here. This place is called Hitching Post RV or campground. It's just off of exit 130 off of I-10. And I'm going to flip the camera around here a second and give you guys a view of our site, our front yard. Here you go. So this is it. I'm sitting outside here. This is our front yard. Walk right out our door, and all this grassy area is ours. There's horses right there. There's a dog park right over there. This is all ours. This is our front yard. So, you know, once in a while you come across these little hidden gems that are awesome. And we're happy that we got one. We're going to be here for 3 nights. And when we go to Panama City, when we drive to Panama City, we'll share that with you guys. Good morning, guys. So it is the next day here in Cottondale, Florida. Today we are going to be heading out and heading down to the Panama City area. But before I do that, and I'll give you a little bit more info on that when we get in the truck, check this out. So these are our neighbors. Here's the RV right there. Look at these guys. Look at him. Come here, baby. Hey, goo-goo. Goo-goo. Hi. Also, just a few steps away from our RV, if you go right over here, they have 2 dog parks side by side. So I don't know, I guess one's for little animals, one's for another one, one's for larger animals. But this is what I actually wanted to show you guys. So right back here, that's I-10 you see rolling around the back. When we get in the truck, I'll take a drive back there and just show you guys. It's like a big area, full hookups, very convenient right off of I-10. Actually, I really like this place. I'll show you a little bit more of that as soon as we get in the truck. All right, so this is the area that I was talking to you guys earlier. If you come in the back of the park, it's, I don't know, there's probably 15 spaces back here. I saw yesterday a couple 40-footers, so it's not bad. Not bad, full hookup. Everything is gravel. They have one dumpster back here and then one to the front. Just give you a little quick tour about around the backside. So approximately 24 acres. They also have some trails that you could take right from the campsite itself, all within the property. So it's not a bad little place. So if you're ever traveling on I-10 in Florida and you need a place to stop for the night, reach out for these people. Hitching Post RV, family owned. All right, so we are en route to Panama City from our campground. Let me backtrack a little bit for those of you, well, if you follow the channel, you know that Usually we only travel 3.5 to 4 hours a day. So what we try to do is we try to fit in some things that may be of interest, within that 3.5, 4 hour drive. So you're probably asking yourself, what's of interest in Cottondale, Florida? Well, to be honest with you, nothing. But we did choose a place because it was 3.5 hours. Actually, it was 4 hours away from Gainesville. It's right off of I-10. And we do have one thing that we want to do down in Panama City, other than, drive around and look at the city, because we've never been to Panama City. So my daughter, student in Gainesville, like some of you already know, she has a place out here that she's actually ordered cookies from. It's called, it's a place named after myself. It's called Fat and Weird Cookie Company. And just because we're in the area, that's where we're going to go visit today. All right, so we're pulling into Panama City. If you guys remember, back in 2018, I believe it was October of 2018, this area was devastated by a Category 5 hurricane. I believe it was Hurricane Michael. Panama City, Mexico City, or Mexico Beach, which is just down the street. I just saw a sign. Having worked during Hurricane Andrew back, I guess, 30 years ago, a long time ago, back in Homestead, there's a few things as I'm driving in here to Panama City that kind of stick out. I mean, it's kind of eerie. On the way here, and I'll show you guys a video of that here in a second. On the way here, you could see how all the trees in the open areas are all snapped at the top. Now, mind you, that was 4 years ago, and I could tell as I'm driving here into Panama City, there's a bunch of businesses that have not recovered. They're still closed. Bunch of houses we saw on the way in here that were still abandoned. I mean, they were destroyed. It's kind of an eerie feeling. All right, so we made it out to Fat and Weird Cookie Company. Look at the size of this place. It's just like one great big warehouse. Okay, the cookies are incredible. Definitely not good if you're on a diet. But number one, and this is a shout out to them, good people. They ship all over the U.S. Just go online, Fat and Weird Cookie. They're also on Instagram, and they ship to U.S. and Canada. They're awesome. Okay, so we're done at the Fat and Weird Cookie Company, and now we headed out here to actual Panama City Beach. We are on Front Beach Road. It's a very touristy area. If along the Front Beach Road, there was go-kart rides and carnival type rides. I hate to use the word cheesy, but it was a very touristy. And now we pulled into a place called M.B. Miller Park. By the way, the beach is closed. For swimmers, that is. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys. I'll flip it around here. You can see that a lot of white caps. It's very rough. This park that we're at has the pier. That I'll show it here to you guys. But real pretty beach. But right now it's very rough. guys, how you guys doing today? So it is our last day here in Cottondale, Florida. Pardon the background noise. It's been raining since yesterday. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It actually came down in buckets. It rained yesterday from the time we got back from Panama City Beach until this morning. And as you can tell behind me, it's still a little bit overcast. It's still it's actually getting ready to start sprinkling right now. But nonetheless, a bad day out here. I mean, unless it's a catastrophic day out here, it's better than being at home. Trust me. We're out here camping. This is, I think, stop number 3 out of a bunch this journey. This morning, came out a little while ago. I'm going to show you what I ran into. Myrna is all up in arms because she doesn't like snakes. But look at this little fella right here. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what kind of snake it is. I don't know anything about snakes. The only thing I can tell you about snakes is stay away from them. As far as I'm concerned, I don't bother them, and hopefully they don't bother me. But like I mentioned, it's our last day here. Tomorrow we are heading out to Gulfport, Mississippi. So a couple of exciting things going on as far as we're concerned. It's not necessarily a place that we're going to because there's something specific. We're basically going to do a little bit of sightseeing because we have the Gulf Seashore, National Gulf Seashore. It's a national park there, and we're going to go check that out. Other than that, we're going to be there 3 nights, and that's about it. We're going to go to Gulfport, Mississippi, and then after that, New Orleans, Louisiana. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video that I prepared for you guys from Panama City. And next stop, Gulfport, Mississippi.